It's a Tuesday. It's February 6, 2024. Your day weather podcast being brought to you by Hot Springs County Travel and Tourism, reminding you that no matter how much it gets cold or how much it snows in Thermopolis, you can always find yourself in hot water. Check them out at thermopolis.com. Well, the best way to describe the weather here in the coming days is unsettled. We're going to continue to see more rain and snow for California and the desert Southwest today. Very heavy in Southern California, and some significant snows for the high mountains of the southwestern United States and rain down low. That'll be good news for the snowpacks down there. Now, the remains of this California storm will be pushing through the Great Basin states and up against the Continental Divide again today, kind of like yesterday. So where the direction of the moisture is getting pushed to the northeast into the western areas of the U.S., but east of the divide for the Front Range areas out onto the plains, it'll be another day of high pressure. Now, the disorganized parts of the storm that's left from the California storm will be moving over the Intermountain West Wednesday through Sunday. As we mentioned yesterday, there's low pressure systems coming through, but they can't coalesce into one organized system. There'll be several little systems coming through. So that's going to make it unsettled, meaning a little bit of this, a little bit of that here and there. But just about everybody in the West is going to have some opportunities for some snowfall and some colder temperatures Wednesday through Sunday. It's just that it's not going to get organized and concentrated to become a large, real intense storm system. But it will pose some travel concerns. But the overall general trend will be a wintry one for the second half of the week and through the weekend, with areas of snow and colder temperatures for all areas. And that'll be basically from tomorrow through Sunday and into early next week. Here we can see the southerly flow of air right up into Southern California here. So that'll just continue to bring very heavy rain to far Southern California, while Central and Northern California get a break. Moisture comes up and pushes up against the mountains of the Southwest and areas along and west of the divide. So like yesterday, that's going to produce more snow along and west of the divide to the west coast, with high pressure in the nation's midsection. The radar this morning shows Phoenix over to Los Angeles, down to San Diego, up to Salt Lake, to near Boise and Reno. That trajectory of the moisture is going like this, and that's how it's going to be throughout the course of the day. But as we get into the period of tomorrow and for the second half of the week, that trough will move eastward. All the pink there shows you where there are winter storm warnings for the higher elevations, and we have more fog out here across the plains. But from California to Montana to the Colorado Divide to northwestern areas of Wyoming and the Wasatch Front down into the rim country of Arizona, going to be plenty of weather here through the next 24 hours. But east of the divide, pretty quiet, just some areas of fog. So there's the low here this morning, and that pumping of that moisture from the Pacific just driving right up into Southern California. So the rainfall totals have been impressive, to say the least, here over the last several days. This is where we're going to be through tomorrow morning. So this is really only for the next 24 hours. So you can see the heavier moisture into Arizona, Nevada, Southern California. You can see the southwest mountains of Colorado, the Uintas here, southwest mountains of Utah. Look at all that moisture down there in Arizona, getting into the Wind Rivers and parts of Yellowstone National Park. But you can see that east of the divide, it's all downslope. But this is just through today. Nonetheless, it'll be very productive in the high country, west of the divide, and wet down low through the next 24 hours. But as the system starts to push over the divide, and this is going to be tomorrow and into Thursday, we've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 3 systems right here that are going to be basically circulating through this trough of low pressure. And you're going to see colder air spill in out of Canada, and this will lead to a cooling trend, pushing outwards across the plains and across the Rockies. But since the low pressure system is several little ones and not one big one, we're going to see scattered areas of precipitation like this. Now, this is for the period of tomorrow, midday, through Friday morning. You can see there is going to be an area of more concentrated snow in northeastern Montana, across North Dakota, southern Saskatchewan, and Manitoba, but we're still going to see throughout the Intermountain West, where you see the patches of green and blue, some snow here in the Bighorns, maybe some snow down into around the Casper area, out onto the plains, Southwestern Wyoming, you're going to see a chance for some snow. East of the Divide, it's going to be more of a scattered light snow or snow shower pattern. But colder air will be coming in during this period, and it's just going to be wintry. With more snow, this is the second wave between Wednesday and into Friday. So there's going to be winter, and we're going to continue to see some areas of snowfall, especially up into the high country. Now, this is by Saturday morning. The winds aloft are coming right in out of the north. So this is going to make for chilly weather coming in this weekend with that occasional areas of light snow. Well, high pressure does give California a break here by the upcoming weekend. Something to point out, we got our new long-range 45-day outlook through March 21st from the European model. This is a model that comes out twice a week that tries to go out 6 weeks at a time. Where you see brown, it's predicting below normal precipitation, green or blue above, and white near normal. The trend here through the middle of March on the European model is for basically more weather to come off the Pacific and bring this general area at or above average precipitation through the next 6 weeks. So it's going to stay busy. And look at temperatures. Temperatures across the west are going to trend downward again and stay a little bit colder, at least into the first 3 weeks of March. And this is a pattern we've seen a lot this winter, the general trend of the coolest temperatures relative to average in the west and the far south. So we still have some cold weather to come, and even into the beginnings of March as it looks from the long-range trends. Have yourself a good Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow.